32DS. Ma'am, this is your motion. What do you have to add to it?
Really, I just want to say that I pay $90 a week in child support, and she still doesn't have her own bedroom. Uh, I haven't seen her all summer because he's got some idea that he won't call and make a report on or anything. And I'm really sick of going to that house and getting into arguments, especially with his mother, who really
Okay.
shouldn't have anything to do with it, and in
All
front
right.
of her.
All right. Mr. Tipke, what's going on?
Yeah, back on 5/1/24, my daughter just came back from her mom's house.
Right.
She was taking a shower and
Right. And you
I
caught
found her.
her in a position in which every young child would hate to be caught.
Yes, but at her age, she shouldn't even know about any of that. And it
That
comes
is
down
that is where you
it,
are incorrect.
and it comes down to a lack of parental responsibilities and
This
neglect
this
from
this this happened
her.
on your time. Did CPS? It
Yes,
sounds like
yes.
everybody investigated this and they did not substantiate anything, correct?
If you go through everything that's happened, you'd have the same conclusion I do that
No,
something
no, I
has.
wouldn't.
You haven't heard none of the evidence. You don't know anything that's happened. If you'd let me state the facts, everything
Well,
that's happened.
that's the fact that matters is Child Protective Services investigated and did not
No, they
substantiate.
did not. Child,
That's because
child.
you didn't call, Jack.
I went to the hospital. There should have been a mandated reporter that reported. I went to Network 180.
Okay.
Both
Um,
doctors said that everything seemed 100% normal. That is a fact. So if you thought there was something beyond that, you should have done what the doctor suggested,
Hold
taken
on.
her
Hold
to a
hold on.
counselor.
Hold on, guys. Uh, there is no legal reason for her to have parenting time withheld, Mr. Tipke. Whatever your beliefs are, there's nothing
um,
legally.
she has admitted to me that she sleeps in Nick's bed with her while Cherie's at work, and she ain't
That
even
never
there.
happens.
Jamie,
All of it.
Cherie
Go
has
ahead, Mr.
admitted that Jamie has been found naked in her closet with her clothes off when she came home from work. Um,
Okay. And why has none
her
of this been
her
reported?
her boyfriend Nick, that has just got out of prison last year, that Cherie won't tell me his last name, why he was in prison,
Well, I'm
any
gonna
of this.
let me ask that now, Miss
Um,
Sumner. Why was he in prison?
He did have a third degree incapacitated adult person charge from a threesome that he and his wife were involved in after the bar. Uh, but
Uh-huh.
his parole is done. It was not with a child. He never even met her until after his parole was done. He wasn't allowed to be around children then. He is now. Get off the couch.
Really? So maybe Mr. Tipke does have some justifiable reasons as to
so
why.
Then
there's
maybe he
more.
should have called the police.
There's more to this too.
I just,
You want me? Can I
yeah.
keep going?
Well, none of this is before me is the problem. All that was,
Um,
I got no
the,
response from you.
the night before this incident happened, Nick went to jail for hitting Cherie for
Okay.
domestic violence.
Uh, Okay. So we've got domestic violence issues in her home as well.
Yes.
There's domestic violence issues in your home too, because the whole reason I
No, there
can't get a
has been.
lawyer from legal aid is because they represented you in a domestic violence case.
All right. Um,
It was not at my house.
so what I'm going to do is send this for a parenting time review to the front of the court. And Mr. Tipke, I suggest you get all that evidence together. Miss Sumner, I suggest you get all your evidence together to determine whether parenting time can be done safely. It may be
Okay.
that the old order is put in place. It may be that the parenting time may be limited. But Mr. Tipke, next time, please file the appropriate paperwork with the court so that you get justifiable reason to stop parenting time, not just
So
stopping it on your
until
own.
then, am I allowed to still get my every other weekends?
I don't know because I don't know how safe your house is if there was domestic violence the night before this incident and what's going on.
So it doesn't matter that she was in the vehicle with him when he tried to run her off the road?
I've got a lot of hearsay in this and a lot of stuff that you're throwing at me that I'm going to let the front of the court vet this out.
All right.
You may file for appropriate parenting time show causes, Mr. Tipke, so that you understand you can be held in contempt of court for not following the court order without an order that says you can suspend parenting time. And that can be vetted out through the front of the court. They have a department that does that. That also would be able to then you could explain your reasons, but you may want CPS backup on that because you can't just jump to your own conclusions here.
That's
Uh,
why I didn't call him.
I am not sure. I am not.
Outright accuse him. I was waiting for a mandated reporter to report it, but evidently they ain't doing their jobs either.
Well,
Because there was nothing to report, sir.
and that's the medical reports and all that are going to need to be turned into the front of the court. Any issues of domestic violence? Was your current significant other arrested, Miss Sumner?
He was arrested, but I really just wanted him to leave. I
So is he no
didn't
longer
realize that they would arrest him, but there is no charge. There was no conviction.
Is he
He
still
was
living
released the next day. Yep,
is
we
he
still live
still living?
together.
Great. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm not changing the prior order, Mr. Tipke. I won't change anything at this point. I don't have enough information to do anything other than send this to the front of the court to let you guys both vet out what should be done appropriately in the future. All right.
All right.
Good luck.
All right. Thank you.